Hey, what's going on, guys? So we're going to be casting game 3 over here, and so what happened was our player in the red activated duality. The cards were Tour Guide, Gale, and Mystical Space Typhoon. He decided to add Space Typhoon and Space the back row, which happened to be Safe Zone, and then he summoned Sirocco and attacked this Spirit Reaper. And that's an interesting attack in Glads. It's a pretty good card, the Reaper, because sometimes in Glads you do need to stall just so you can get your play off when there's a big monster on the field that you don't have answers to. Some do run Smashing Ground, which is also a great card. But yeah, so it's interesting to see the BlackWing player play Tour Guide, though. Tour Guide does kind of fit in a lot of decks. It allows you instant access to like Dark Armed. Tour Guide to Sangan, add Gale, or add whatever you really need, and you can add Blizzard, which is kind of good. So it doesn't seem like it's a bad option. And so Tour Guide's going to come out on the field, and don't know if I agree with that, because now, he's going to have to exceed. Unless he has like Warning or Mirror Force down to protect the small monsters, because usually when people go for Tour Guide, usually when they go for Tour Guide, they want to and they go for Sangan, they usually want the effect of Sangan. So I don't know if that realistically was a good idea, because, in BlackWings you can just go, okay, special summon Bora, keep on piercing Spirit Reaper over and over, until Spirit Reaper is basically going to cost him the game. Because basically that's almost a direct attack. He only has 200 defense there. So he's going to search out with Sangan, but then he's leaving his field open against a Glad player, and that's really bad to do. Yeah, I think I'll disagree with that play. Let me know what you guys think, because why would you leave your field open against a Glad player? Oh, he's Reborn. Okay. A Reborn for Reaper. But the thing is, remember, our Glad player still can get over Reaper. And why would you want to get that minus in so bad? Like, that's almost as bad as activating Dark Hole against your own field just so you can go, okay, summon Reaper attack. So he's shuffling his hands, so basically now he's going to get the effect in. Which is good, but the thing is, again, you don't want to leave something where the Glad player can attack over it. And Sirocco would have been, oh wow, he happened to hit Dark Hole, that's pretty good. But realistically, all he needs to draw is any Gladiator Beast, and he can really secure advantage over this. I'm not sure what he'll go for. He can go for Ready to remove perhaps one of the cards, like Sirocco. But yeah, like I said, leaving any Glad on, like, the potential for a Glad to attack is, I called a player in the red says, yeah, it's good, it's fine. You can summon Darius with my back row that doesn't exist. So he will be taking 1400 damage, and I don't know if he's gonna attack up for Murmillo or what. I think Ready wouldn't be a bad option if he does have protection. Depending on what he has in his hand, but he is just gonna go for Murmillo in defense, and that'll signify that possibly he doesn't have any good protection. So he's saying 1 second because he wants to activate Herald of Orange Light? No? There's nothing he can really do. Okay. You can't Valor. It still is the battle phase. So he's going to send another thing perhaps to protect Murmillo. If our BlackWing player gets this play off, but our player in the blue was running Deprison, so that would hurt. Basically, if he's able to deprison this, I think our Glad player will basically have control. Ooh. Gale comes out, so there's no reason to half, because if you half, you risk the potential of a War Chariot, and Deprison's going to come out, but Gale can still attack over it, so not the biggest thing to worry about. But the problem is, once again, our Glad player can just summon realistically a lot of different Gladiator Beasts to go with it. There's Equest, there's Darius, Laquari, Bestiari, that can just attack over Gale. And the off chance that they do play Lanista, which isn't a bad card, especially if you play Icarus Attack in Gladiator Beast. Okay. So yeah, Gale could not activate on his turn. But if he does happen to have Kalu, our player in the red is just being kind of a poor sport over here. But he's making a lot of misplays. And that's the point of these dual commentaries. It's to show like the misplays and essentially how to get better at the game. And ooh, that's interesting. DD Crow. I don't know what the point of DD Crowing the Murmillos for? I mean, just save it for Bestiari. And I see no reason why he went for Darius. I think Equest would have been a better option just to add more cards to his hand. I mean, obviously, in that case, Crow would have crowed it anyways, but he's going to take 1,700. Let's see what he ends up going for. I think Laquari, Laquari definitely would have been one of the greatest options because it's now at 21 attack because it was special summoned by Gladiator Beast, and that can be a task for BlackWings to get over if they do not happen to have Kalut. I mean, they have Sirocco they can absorb, but, you know, there's still War Chariot. And it looks like our player cannot do anything in the red, but Battle Phase comes in once again, and horrible draws. And I'll disagree. I will really think that misplay with the Torrential just for a Saiyan search really wasn't worth it. And then you're using Reborn, a power card just to Reborn a Reaper, and then he definitely got punished by it. And he liked his Rabbits better because that deck is so much harder to run. War Chariot comes out to negate Tour Guide's effect, and essentially for here, all that player really needs to do is summon any monster, and basically that will make a game. He should just attack with it first. Yeah, okay, good. So I think that was the better play there, because that way in main phase 2 you can. Oh, he's gonna Veil it. Oh, he had Solemn Judgment. So our Glad player definitely had control, but I will argue that our player in the red definitely could have won. All he needed to do was just sit on that Sirocco, really. There was no need to go for a Tour Guide. But anyways, you can see the misplays and you guys can learn from them. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.